All right, that should work. Um, I've been working on this all day. I, it's like a puzzle box. My buddy Matt gave this to me when I was back in Canada. It looks like it opens up from this side. I don't know how. I got the coffee right here. Gotta get this puzzle box. We are. I got it. Slightly anticlimactic. It kind of popped open. Got that figured out. Now I gotta figure out how to. Oh, I've kind of ruined it. Now I gotta figure out how what I want to store in this. So I kind of feel like this would be a good place to hide a key, maybe for a scavenger hunt, if you will. I think a scavenger hunt is something that we can do. So, how's everybody doing today? How does the audio sound? How does everything look? Let me know. This is, I think, my first full stream from the studio, and we're going to make it a good one today. Today we are going to be going on a bit of an adventure across Japan. We're going to be going all the way out to Kyoto together today. We are going to be going to some museums together today. You name it, we are going to be doing it. There's still some others that I have yet to find, but yeah. So I'm gonna put that aside. We'll put that right there for now. So allow me to introduce you guys to the setup in the studio and everything. Today, what we're going to be doing is this whole exciting setup. And as we do this, I've got another computer here. You know what? Let's just jump into it. So first, I'd like everyone just to jump in, say hello. I'd also like us to, if we can get the likes up there, that'd be wonderful. Let's get this live stream out there and let's go on a bit of an adventure. So, we're starting off with coffee, and then later on we have a decision to make whether we're going to stick with coffee or whether or not we're going to go with something a little stronger. So, I am just trying to figure out how to use this this whole system here. As always, if I miss anything, if I miss a comment, just drop it in again. If I miss a super chat, everyone just spam me and let me know. From California, Singapore, the UK, hello, hello, hello. Oof. All right. Tea time from sunny Alberta. Strong coffee, Irish coffee. No, it's not Irish coffee yet. So, I'm really excited to be able to bring you guys on this adventure today. I want to start by showing you something. So as we get into this, let me mute that for a second. As we get into this, thank you. I'm going to show you the setup that I have because this is my first time to stream like this. And you know what? To be honest, if you guys enjoy this might be something that we can do a little more of. So I'm going to take this little GoPro right here, and I'm going to show you guys. So right now, I am streaming off of this Blackmagic ATEM Mini right here. I have all the cameras and whatnot plugged in. The audio off of that. My main camera is the Blackmagic 6K right here. Excuse the mess. And then I've got another camera over here, and this is where we're starting. There we go. We are going to be kicking things off in Fushimi, Inari, and I'm very excited about this. So again, all right. This is, yeah, we're going fancy today. We're definitely going fancy. In fact, this ATEM Mini, one of my favorite things about it is this right here. We're gonna go ahead and switch. That is the wrong input. We're gonna go like this, and then we're gonna switch like this over to this camera so we can do a walkthrough of Fushimi Inari. Now, at the end of the stream, what I'm gonna do is, let me pause for 2 seconds and say, there we go. Is this the right camera? I don't even know which camera we're in. There we go. Tim, thank you so much for the £10 super chat. I appreciate that. Say Pinecone. Pinecone is saying, glad I caught this live stream. Love your videos. I appreciate it. Thank you. Wow, and Chelsea, good morning from Arizona. Hello from Tokyo. And apparently there's a truck driving through at 1 o'clock in the morning. So let's jump into this. I think this is the input here. We can turn on this just like this. We're going to start right here. And this here is actually a video game. And this is a video game that I found a little while back. At the end, what I'll do is I'll compile a list of everything and I'll link it down in the stream so that you guys can check it out later. I enjoy this here because this is a remake of Fushimi Inari Shrine in Kyoto, and it's actually surprisingly accurate. Let me get out, we'll go to the very beginning of the shrine. For some reason it starts you off like right in the middle. I don't know why. We're gonna go through here to the very entrance of the shrine and kick things off. Now, this shrine, for those of you who have been there, you'll know it is spectacular and gorgeous and wonderful. This is probably one of my favorite spots in all of Japan. So, what you get out here, and Lily, thank you so much for that. My family dreams of visiting Japan one day. Thank you for all your videos to help us feel closer. You're very, very welcome. I'm glad I could do it. So, this here, again, this is, I believe, a free download that absolutely anybody can play. It's very surprisingly accurate. Excuse me, I hiccuped. We're gonna start by going through this. Basically have two speeds, walking or running. Get up through the main shrine area here. Pretty sure there's some stuff over here that's missing, but also, you know what? There's beautiful sounds of like birds and stuff in the background. It's just going to be picked up through my mic, but got birds and wind rustling, and there we go. So there we go. Please go right way. Now, the interesting thing is you can do all these things to set it up, like the field of view. You can widen that up quite a bit if you want. It might be a touch too wide. Punch that back in like that. There we go. And this is what it's like to walk through Fushimi Inari. Now, what I also like about this is that if you want, you can get this little like camera function going on, and you can take pictures, and it's got the focus capabilities, and it's a ton of fun. There we go. Get a nice picture of the lantern there, get it in focus. Boom. Done. I found this probably a month or so ago, and I thought it was just the neatest little thing. And because it is so surprisingly accurate, it kind of does give you the feel of being at Fushimi Inari Shrine out in Kyoto. And there's a couple little extra things that I really like as well. Like, for example, in these spots here, you can actually go off the track and do a little exploring out into the forest like this, which I would advise against doing at actual Fushimi Inari. And let me mute that for a second and say, SGD, thank you so much for the super chat. Finally managed to catch a normal live stream. Hopefully I can meet you in Japan next spring for cherry blossoms. That'd be awesome. That's a great time to come. Just spectacular time to come. So I'm just learning how to use all of this for the first time. It's kind of fun. All right, so getting back into here. And the nice thing is you can hold the shift button and you can run through it like this. So you can go through it at a nice slow speed, or you can run through it. It is kind of meditative. It's really nice. And as I said, you can go off the side of the tracks, off the beaten path, do a little bit of exploring in here. Now, the one thing I will say though is that this is considerably smaller than the actual Fushimi Inari shrine itself. The entire thing is kind of a condensed version of the map, so it skips out on a lot of the major points, but it still gives you the overall gist. A lot of the spots are very, very much accurate to what it looks like in real life, which is just incredible that they were able to put it together this way. There's a little pond that I like that there's always turtles in. Like, I believe this spot here is leading us up to... Ah, there's the pond. Oh, I love this pond. This particular pond right here always has adorable little turtles in it. I just love it. And then if we go up here, again, not 100% to scale. There is a spot... Wow, this is a lot of torii gates, obviously. Okay, so this spot right here looks a little... There's like a much bigger seating area here, and it looks over Kyoto. This is by far the best place to visit right around sunset. A lot of people will hit up Fushimi Inari super like midday-ish, like noon, 10, 11, 12. Head there, I'd say an hour before sunset. If you head there about an hour, 45 minutes before sunset and you get to this spot here, you get this gorgeous view of the city. You get the sunset golden hour light. You get the sun breaking through the torii gates. It is absolutely spectacular. And Chris Lowe, hey Norman, is Hangry Panda. Good to see you, sir. Good to see you as well. So this right here, I'm gonna bring this down. This right here is our first stop on our adventure. Now, to do an entire walkthrough of this game, if you were to do it in, I'd say like you could probably rush through it in about 5 minutes. But if you take your time, it can be a good 10, 15 minutes. You can explore maybe 20. You could probably kill an hour in this, honestly. If you were to explore absolutely everything, pull out the camera thing, just have a good time with it. I personally have probably dumped an hour and a half into this game. It's just so real. It really gives you that feeling of being there in Kyoto. And one of the other things that I like is that the Japan Foundation, one of the JNTO, I believe the JNTO has actually started putting together a, what's it called? Like a 360 channel that I'll try to link in the description box as well below. Moderators, you all have my contact info. Everything just froze up for a second. I think we're okay. If we're okay, let me know. So it's quite a bit for the computer to handle right now. So the name of this hasn't been mentioned. Let me, I'm gonna preferences. Let's see if I can't pull it up here. Quit. I'm gonna quit. There we go. Okay. Oh, look at that. And when I'm done, that is nifty. And when I'm done, it gives me a whole folder. Let's cut back to there. There we are. When I'm done, it gives me this folder of the photos that I took while I was in there. So that's kind of neat. We took that photo together. I like that. So great, it froze up again and the sound is out of sync once again. Thank you, OBS. Thank you. All right, just how much out of sync is the... I might need to cut OBS and restart it once more. I don't know how that's going to play. So, but yeah, the game itself, I will pull it up for you here. Is there a way for me to close this out? Okay, we'll change back over to here. This is it right here. It is called Eplore Fushimi Inari. So, wow, some people are saying half a second. Some people are saying 2 to 3 seconds. I don't want to like kill the entire live stream and restart it though. I'm wondering if I stop OBS and restart OBS if it'll do it for us. This is very out of sync. There's a clap test. All right. It happens to streamers a lot on Twitch. A restart would be great. All right. I'm gonna start by trying to stop OBS and restart OBS, and if that doesn't work, we'll just restart the stream. All right, hopefully that worked. I've decided to try and restart the stream to see if that works at all. I have no idea if it's gonna work. I'm gonna go for it. Let's do a clap test. I'm testing it here, dude. Let's do a clap test. It's a little off. I'm testing it here. I can't tell. I cannot tell what is coming first. We'll get it figured out. I can't tell. I cannot tell what is coming first. The video is coming before the audio. We'll try one thing. There we go. I don't know if that helped, but some people saying it's perfect, so I will leave it up to you guys what you want to do. It's okay. All right, we're saying it's okay. We're going to stick with it. We're just going to go for it. We're going to have a good time because we still have a lot to explore and do, and I really can't wait to show it to you guys. So, yay, it's better now. Whew. I'm telling you, this made me sweat. I was not prepared for any of this. I thought I had it. I was actually gonna, so a little bit of background. I was gonna record a video today because there's like 2 videos I have in the chamber that I'm very, very excited. They're just gonna be fun videos all around. They're kind of sit and talk videos, but one is about some insane culture shocks. You know, I'm gonna put a pin in that. We'll just come right back to it when the video itself happens. And the other one was gonna get recorded today, and then I ended up doing another interview for the at-home show. Now, for those of you who don't know what I am talking about with the at-home show, I am doing a podcast right now with creators from all over the Japan called the at-home show, and we are having a great time with it. Like, we are having a spectacular time. I don't know if I'll be able to accurately pull this up, but for example, I've got, can I do a window capture? Nope, that was like right over my face. This here is an episode that I was doing with Dogen.
An area that is truly worthy of its own Ghibli film. An area that is very much home to today's guest, Dogen, who is by far one
This is it right
of the
here.
most skilled and entertaining teachers of the Japanese language that I have ever had the pleasure to know. So without further ado, let's get today's episode started, and who knows, maybe I'll share a little behind the scenes at the end. All right, good afternoon, Dogen, and thanks so much for joining me. How are you doing today?
Happy to be here. How's it going, Norm?
So yeah, I had the opportunity to sit down today and record yet another episode of the at-home show. That is right, it is still going. We are barely getting started. Like these first 6 episodes, they were time consuming, but they were just a little bit of a drop in the water, if you will. So now we're getting into the meat of it, and it is exciting. It is definitely exciting. The audio portion is up on the TOKYOLENS podcast, so absolutely everybody has access to that anytime. I did a whole video on it. It is up on YouTube right now. I think it's under the my personal favorites. So if you want to know more about it and how to get access, like a lot of it's actually up right now. Like just there's like 7 or 8 episodes of it just there right now, and those will be coming out over the next 2 months over on the podcast. But the next thing, okay, so I found this other VR thing that I cannot wait to show you guys. I'm very much looking forward to showing you this. Okay, we're gonna kick back over to here, and I'm gonna show you guys first and foremost. So this right here, what you're looking at, this is, let's see, can we go, ooh, I like that. Okay, what you're looking at right now is the website for the National Museum of Nature and Science in Ueno. Now, I've been to this museum. This is a fun museum. I didn't realize until today, until going into this, just how big it is. And I think I And Keach, thank you so much for sharing that. I appreciate it. All right, so this is really cool because they give you a chance to explore the entire museum. So you just click on the global pavilion. I have some more coffee. And it loads it in right like this, and it jumps you right inside, and then you can walk around and explore the museum itself. Now, down in the corner here, you can view it in dollhouse format. So we zoom out, and this is how big it is. I had no idea, didn't have the first clue that this museum was this big. And it is a really fun museum to check out. If you've never been to Japan, I highly recommend you come and check this out if you're here. And if you can't check it out, again, I'm going to be linking everything in the description below, so you'll be able to check it out whenever you want. But I think we need to pick a floor. I think that would be the best thing to do. We'll just jump in, we'll go right here, boom. Okay. So you can walk through it kind of Google Maps-esque style. Just like this. Lots of animals going on over here. I think there's a way you can actually walk through all of this. I think you like crawl through here. I don't know how. I don't know if you can do it in this. In real life you can. It's like a little fun play area. And that basically just brought us to the escalators. So, very successful, Norm. Why would they have you go step by step on the escalator? Like, who would want that? I guess if you want to go through slow. Still. Oh, this room is fun. So just like this, you can actually go through the entire museum. They put so much work into this, it is absolutely incredible to see the level of time, effort, and work that they've put into building out this entire thing. So clearly we have some form of space exhibit here, space and sound, satellites, got the sky tree there. Like, this is just so neat. And there are so many things I'm gonna cut back to. I don't even know which camera's which anymore. I'm just like hitting buttons. I found a bunch of this stuff and I was just like, wow, this is just the neatest thing in the world. I actually have a short list of it. So I feel like there's probably so much more than I've even found. I've actually been really pulled in by these 360 camera VR videos of people on the rickshaw. So they're just like running down the street with a rickshaw, just pulling people along, and they've just put a 360 cam. I think we could do that. I think I could just like go up to one of my rickshaw buddies and be like, hey, can I just give you this camera? You just pull the camera around. You don't have to worry about me. You just talk to the camera as if it's me. And then I just take you guys on a tour of like Asakusa or something that way. So, Iku say, I need to catch up on comments because I have been missing these like crazy. Iku is saying, nice. I heard you could also visit. Oh, wow. Nice. Yeah, and audio might be a little out of sync, but we've decided just to go with it. So, all right. I'm just checking this out still. I still just cannot believe how massive this museum space is. It's just like you look at it and you don't even know where to start. I kind of want to check out this. What is going on over here? It has been so long since I've been here as well. This feels very Star Trek. I turn around and stand here. Wow, look at that. This is visually just absolutely spectacular. I really appreciate the fact that they would take the time to put all the effort in to make something like this so that you can explore it. And it works. It works because you explore it like this and then you want to go check it out in person. And this museum is definitely worth the trip to check out in person. I've never been like a huge museum person, but this one I enjoy. So, okay. Taking a wee break from this. Also, wow, Chelsea, thank you. Let me read this one out here. Chelsea says, I was supposed to leave for Japan on Friday. Wow, this helps, so definitely going to play with this later. I'm glad it could help. I feel like a lot of people are kind of put in that situation where they had plans for this year and those plans just didn't work out. So if we can make it a little better through this, then yeah. So it's this is, oh Lord, I said the name of the museum before. I'm not going to attempt. And also, one of the things I do want to show you guys, if you take a look down at the corner here, right here, you can actually view this in VR if you want to. So if you have like a Google Cardboard headset or something like that, you could like put this up and view it in VR as well. You just walk through the entire museum, which is just so nifty. I really like that. So again, everything will be linked down below. I'm trying to figure out how to get out of this one because there's still more I gotta show you guys. And Dan on the go says, hey from Ottawa, stay safe and thanks for all this. I'm supposed to be in Tokyo right now. Your content has been great to tide me over until I can read book. Again, yeah, sorry that you couldn't be here. Doing whatever I can. Unfortunately, like, not exactly going out and exploring the city myself as much as I'd like to, but however, I've got the backlog of content on the channel if you want to go out and explore vicariously through that. And that's always been kind of a big part of it, is knowing that not everybody's going to be able to come to Japan. In fact, now that's the case for more people than ever before. So trying to create something that would allow you to travel with me vicariously, that's kind of why I'm doing it. So I'm glad that you enjoy it. Kaze, if you get a rickshaw in Asakusa, ask for Jimmy. Is Jimmy a person? Do we know Jimmy? All right. My housemate got one of those Oculus VR headset things. I thought about the Oculus, but whew. Okay. So guys, I think we need to make a choice at this point in the live stream, and I'm gonna leave the choice up to you entirely. Now, we have the coffee here. And it's always tough because I wish there was a voting option in YouTube, but there isn't. Are we going to continue with the coffee, or are we going to spice up the live stream a little bit and get some of this whiskey going? Coffee or whiskey? Let me know in the comments. As you guys are leaving my nose is really itchy right now. Like, I'm trying to play it cool because, you know, we're live. It's itchy. I'm gonna see if I can't load up the next little thing to show you guys. So, oh, this next one is fun. This next one is super fun. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna save the super fun one I'm gonna put a pin in the super fun one, and we'll come back to that. We'll come back to that. We'll just do a normal fun one. Okay. Whiskey. Oh, whiskey. We got whiskey, coffee, bourbon, coffee. Spice it up. Whiskey, drink choice, whiskey. Why not both? It's Dr. Pepper. Twitch. Oh my lord. Twitch is saying why not both. I don't know if y'all saw the video of me rewatching my last trip to Japan. Twitch was in that. Hi Twitch. I mean, spice. Yeah, you know what? Iku. It's funny. Iku, it flagged your comment. I green-lighted you though. You're good. Neither vodka. All right. I guess that's it. Okay. So we're gonna put the coffee down here. We're gonna get some ice cubes going. Came prepared. Figured this might be the case. There we go. And we'll get that. There we are. And we'll spice it up today with a little bit of Coke. Forgot to bring my lemon juice. Oh, that was loud. We're going ASMR on this one. That might be deja vu to some of you. There we go. And we are good to go. All right. So next. The mic went all funky. Are we good? Sorry for the noise. All right. Cheers to all of you. This year, this is for each and every one of you who was supposed to be in Japan this year and who couldn't make it. May we make the best of years to come. Have you ever tried Sonic's equal parts soda water and tonic water? No, I've never tried that. I will have to give it a shot. So, all right. Excellent, kampai. And you know what? I'm just going to go ahead because we have a couple people in the chat right now. So I'm going to go ahead and say that 2020 was supposed to be a big year for us. There was something that I was going to be doing with you guys that whether you were in Japan or outside of Japan would have made 2020 by far the most fun year of all. Like, by far, I've been setting up for this since 2019, easily. Since the middle of 2019, I've been setting up for the plans that I had for this year. They've gotten pushed back, they haven't gotten canceled. But trust me when I say, what I have in store is by far, I think, the most interactive thing that I could possibly think of for us to do to get. I don't want to like give it all away, but it would be a lot of fun. So much fun. Like whether you're there or whether you're here, it would give you so much to look forward to and so much fun for us to have together. So we'll put a pin in that. We'll wait. Maybe 2021, maybe 2022. I don't know. We'll get there. So, and the moment photo thing, okay. The moment photo tours have been delayed. Right now we're aiming for spring and fall of 2021. And yeah, this, like if the moment photo tours are this big, what I have planned is like this big. Like photo tours pale in comparison to what I was hoping to do with you guys. So, okay. Now I'm gonna pop back over to here and I'm gonna show you. Now this one's not gonna be for everybody, but it is gonna be appropriate to what we have going on right here. So this one I just kind of stumbled across and I thought it was really quite interesting. It's the Kyoto Distillery. Now, it shows you that you can do it all in VR just like this. So you can put on your VR goggles, Matport VR for iOS or Android. And you can go in just like this. It gives you all these different points, and this is what I like about it, because while the Ueno museum one is just kind of like it's a tour, you can walk through the museum, which is all well and good and a lot of fun. This one here actually like gives you the info as you go over it, like the measurement tank, the base tank, the citrus tank. I didn't expect to enjoy this one as much as I did. Like, I thought I was just gonna kind of, oh, let's check it out. But as soon as I realized that this one here has all of these little walking points, and like you can go through and be like, okay, well, what's this here? This is the blending tank. And you're just like, that is like, you can actually go through this and learn at the Kyoto Distillery, which is just the neatest thing. And it's got a similar setup, so you can turn it on in VR down here. If you wanted to, you could share it. You can exit full screen. You can play and do like a bit of a walkthrough that's kind of automated. If you want, you can pause it and you can check things out. Click to explore this 3D space. So this is just so neat. Like, what have we got going on here? These actually look really cool. What have we got? This is the lab. So where we monitor the quality of kinobi and work on new recipes. Like, this is just so neat. And I don't want to miss this super chat. So, and correct me if I'm wrong. Let me know if it's 1, Andrea, or 2, Andrea. I want to say thank you so much for this little dancing guy. I love him. I love him. He's like super, super cute. And May the Mediator is saying, I just noticed the thumbnail that you gave for this stream. Perfect. Also, May, I don't know why you weren't a moderator, but you are now. So welcome to the moderator guild. So this is just, I like this. And then we can just kind of walk through, explore. Can we go out this way? Is it going to let us outside? It's not going to let us outside. Ooh, we're going to go to the bottling room. I don't even know where to look. I just got too many cameras going on. All right, let's check out the bottling room. We're making our way there. It's slow progress. It is slow progress, but to the bottling. Nope. I've done something, guys. I ruined it all. We've left. We're not even near the bottling room anymore. To the bottling room, click here. Okay. Ah, I got you. And it takes you down to this page. I didn't even have that on. I've been like looking at the camera and talking to you guys the entire time. Picture in picture was not enough. Didn't even. That's actually the neat thing about this little like ATEM mini thing, is that I can just push a button and I don't have to worry about OBS and all the craziness, and I'm OBS. Bottling machine. The traditional way. Bottling room. Product tank number 2. These are a little more technical than I was expecting. Oh, there's a guy. What's your name? Are you Steve? Your face is scary. What do we got over here? So I'd say out of the two of these, oh, we got a couple guys here. Oh, you look like a Steve for sure. Product tank number 2. Product tank number 1. So I'd say out of the two of these, the distillery itself is definitely the more interesting tour. Wow, I'm gonna punch over to this one. Gonna catch up on. He's a Ken. Okay, what whiskey are you drinking? Let me see if I can. Can I get it to not focus on me? What do you think? This one right here, the Nika Clear Black. This is honestly, it's for its price one of my favorite cheap whiskeys, so it's kind of my go-to. I like it. I do. So, okay. All right, there's more. There's definitely more. There's still like one of my favorite ones, and I can't wait to show this. But let's take a 2-second break. If you haven't given that like button any love yet, I would love it. Absolutely. It would mean the world to me if you would give the like button some love. And B, I think we can use this as an opportunity to start getting a little bit of Q&A in here as well. If you guys have any questions at all, the live streams are a spectacular time to address them. So far, if you're joining the stream just now, we have done Fushimi Inari. We have explored Fushimi Inari through a video game that has remapped the entire thing. We have, I don't even remember what else we did. We did the Ueno Science and Nature Museum, and it is so incredibly detailed and spectacularly laid out. And now we just came back from a trip to the Kyoto Brewery. Is that what it's called? The Kyoto Distillery. This is what it is, the Kyoto Distillery. So, have you tried Nika from the barrel? I have not. I have not. So, oh my God, your face is scary. Norm 2020. Yep, we need t-shirts. So, yeah, we've probably got like a good 10 to 20 seconds of lag between us right now, so it takes me a little while to catch up on it. So, most memorable drinking experience in Japan. Okay. Most memorable drinking experience in Japan. There is a story behind this. There is a big story behind this. It was I've been actually thinking about, I'm going to let you guys decide. I feel like I've always kind of avoided doing this one just because it would be a bit of work just to put it all together. But there's a video that I've been thinking about doing for some time. And it's about the first time that I ever really messed up big in Japan. Some of you have definitely heard this story. Went out jogging super early in the morning, like a week or so after getting to Japan, and I found myself in Tokyo's Ameyoko district. Now, let me pull up Ameyoko just to give you a peek at what it's like. So maps.google.jp. I think now you can actually load Google Earth directly from Google Maps, which is kind of amazing. Is it gonna do it? It's not like we need to. Okay. So what we're gonna do, and give me just 1 second, I'll come back to this. Chelsea, you are on fire today. Gotta work now, enjoy the whiskey. Can't wait to watch the rest of this on my lunch. Much love to everyone in the chat. Stay safe. Thank you so much, Chelsea. Appreciate all the super chats. Make my day. Thank you. All right. And Japanese whiskey makes me think of Bill Murray. Sounds about right. There's no reason it shouldn't. So, okay. I think I found my spot. Okay, here we go. Ooh, looks so much brighter during the day. That is not the spot. Okay. Here we go. You know what? Let's cut over to here. All right. And is this glitching on me or did it kill the stream? This is being super, super weird. I don't even... Okay, it looks like it's working. We're good. All right, so somewhere in here. Somewhere over the rainbow. I think it's here. I believe we're around here. So I'm just gonna go ahead and drop our little guy in. So now, if you've ever been... Oh yeah, this is the area. So if you've ever been to Ameyoko, you'll notice very much like this, all the streets kind of look the same to a certain degree. It's just a bunch of narrow streets, and no matter which way you look, it looks the same. And this here, ooh, wow, it just zoomed me right out of there. That was not, I was not expecting any of that. Okay. And this here is the kind of area that I was in. I was hanging out in the back streets, well, not so much hanging out as jogging through the back streets where everything looks the same. And I came across a convenience store. I'm pretty sure it's actually fairly close to here. And There it is. This is the exact Lawson that I came across. And I went in there and I wanted some kind of beverage. I wanted something fruity, something large. And so I found a large can of what I thought was grapefruit juice. Couldn't really read much kanji at the time. Didn't know much kanji at all. Didn't realize that what I was actually buying was basically the equivalent to a strong zero. Opened it up outside, downed half the can. It was like something like 7:30 in the morning. I had just jogged maybe 2.5, 3 kilometers. And I downed half a can before realizing I was so thirsty. And I was just like, uh-oh. And now imagine being in a space like this, where no matter which way you turn, everything looks the same. It being 7 o'clock in the morning, and you just being not an ideal situation. So if you want to talk about my first ever crazy drinking experience in Japan, it was the time that I drank in Japan accidentally. I thought about kind of recreating this entire story in a YouTube video just because I think that it would be just kind of fun to just replay it. Mind you, an actor I am not, but I still think we'd have a lot of fun with that if that's something that you guys would be interested in. Yeah. So if you followed the podcast, you've definitely heard that story before, and now you get the visuals. So, and I'm just... And yes, Type Beast is right. The alcohol does hit faster when your blood is pumping, and my heart rate was pretty high from all the running and just gone. It took me forever to get home that day. Like, just absolutely forever to get home. So, okay, let's get into... I'm so excited about this next one. I can't wait to show this to you guys. So if you're just joining now, we left off right here at the Kyoto Distillery, which gives you these little opportunities to see. It's like pop-up video from the 90s. I don't know if you ever saw that. Pop-up video? I'm pretty sure that's not the theme song. But you can actually get this very interactive tour of the Kyoto Distillery facility. And that's something I enjoy. Elaine says, "Get your chicken." Thank you very much, Elaine. I will get my chicken. This is a whole weird... I have no idea what's going on this side of things, so if the whole stream dies, just let me know. And greetings, peeps, and good evening. Greetings. And Elaine, also, thank you. I look forward to getting the chicken. So, all right. Now this, this is one that I'm very much... Where'd the rest of them go? Oh. I'm very, very curious. All right, Okay, let's just start with this, because I like this one. We're going to start with this. So this site here gives you live camera feeds. Like, this is the Shiodome area, like Shimbashi and Shiodome. So it's like a live camera feed. Obviously, this is a lot more exciting when there are trains coming through. I picked a terrible, terrible choice for this, but right there at 154, and it gives you what I also like about it is, I guess I can't really show it, but it lets you know, wow, it lets you know when sunrise is going to be and everything like that. So that's just super, super neat. Now, this isn't the only one. In fact, when I checked this out earlier, there we go. Oh, here we go. I think the one that everybody is going to want to know. What does Shibuya Crossing look like right now at 1:56 in the morning? This seems pretty reasonable for 1:56. I probably should have done this live stream at like noon or 3 p.m. or something.
Earthquake. Earthquake.
Things just got real.
Earthquake.
That is very loud. It's not that bad of a shake. That was scary. I'm not gonna lie, that gets your heart rate going every single time. For all of you who are listening through headphones, sorry about that. We're checking Twitter right now. That's my go-to. As soon as an earthquake hits, I checked. It's only a 4.7. You know that you've been in Japan way too long when you're like, oh, it's only a 4.7. It's a 4.7 in Chiba. So we're good. We're all right. We're doing okay. Whew. Oh yeah, go to full screen. There we go. So that, you can't plan for that stuff. Yes, I'm getting another drink. That is what it's like. We actually had one of those last night as well. Just kind of sitting here. Or was it the night before? Sitting here, doing some work, and all of a sudden that starts going off. It's like, you heard it. You heard how loud it is. It scares you because you don't know what's coming, but there's a huge downside to the entire thing. And the downside is that to date, I've only gotten those warnings for smaller earthquakes. I've never gotten them for the big earthquakes that you really want to have them for. And honestly, if an earthquake happened now, I think I'd just go for the shelf. Like, to give you guys a peek at what's going on, let's see if I can widen this all the way up. There we go. So this right here, this is a like giant video light. It's weighted so I don't assume that it would fall over. This video light here is on a fairly wide-based C-stand, so I don't think it would fall over. But this, now it's been braced a little better, so it shouldn't fall over. But I've got one, two, three, I got at least 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I have 9 cameras sitting right there right now, and I don't even know how many lenses, maybe 12 lenses. So that is not something that you would want to have come crashing down on you. Nope, I'm gonna readjust this back to where we had it. That seems like an appropriate distance there. Give me a second to catch up on some of these comments here. I'm just, whew. Apparently, they're more intense in Yokohama. It's Chiba, so it's a little closer to here. Maybe it would feel stronger. I don't know. Who knows? So, way too long in Japan ain't a bad thing. Not a bad thing at all. Only a little shake. Yeah, so there's a good point here. And the point is, isn't that the third earthquake in the last, like, what, 2 days or something? Yes, it is. There's been a lot. It's been a lot of earthquakes lately, and it's one of the reasons why, regardless of everything else that's going on in the world, I make sure that I keep everything stocked and ready at all times. Actually, that was my bigger concern when all of this other stuff started going down. I was like, great, now I need to double my emergency supply, because on top of everything else, if we get hit with an earthquake, like a big one, no. So, and if that alarm hadn't gone off and you were asleep, do you think you would have woken up? That definitely wasn't a big enough to wake up. I wouldn't have even known that it happened. So. May, stop it with the cookie bricks. Have you tried the Canon webcam beta software? Haven't actually needed to try the Canon webcam beta software because I've been lucky enough. The A10 Mini, like, This is the thing that I'm using right now. And this basically turns all of my cameras into a webcam. But there's a reason that that is really good is because, for example, this camera here, the 80D, if I were to hook this up right now to this setup, you would get the overlays that are on it. So you would have all of the, you know what, I could probably show you. Do I have a battery in it? We can have a battery in it. So Canon has released a new software that allows you to use like a DSLR as a webcam. And okay. Wow, that is just terrible. So we're gonna unplug this and hope that it doesn't ruin everything. And we're gonna go ahead and plug it into here. And I'm gonna push buttons and hope for the best. Ha! Of course it doesn't work. This thing doesn't like me sometimes. There we go. And Chris, 4.7 is nothing here in San Francisco. We just blink. Thank you for keeping me sane while I'm working. Thank you for joining. And I think I killed my cable. So much for showing that. Thought it'd be really cool to show that, and instead I just murdered my cable. So, does it work now? Oh, sure, it works on this camera. It just doesn't like this one. This one's in a bad mood. But all the overlays that you would get on the camera, like all of this stuff. There we go. All of this like no card in camera stuff and all of that. That's what you would get. So the Canon webcam software actually just gets rid of all of that. But luckily I have the cinema camera and the 90D as well as the A10 mini so that I can just push buttons, and it's made it a lot easier for me. I'm still sweating that alarm. It's not even the earthquake. It is the alarm. It's whoop, whoop, whoop. And like it's got to go like 4 times too. Just whoop. Spooks you for a brief second, but we're okay. We're okay. So again, we can use this as a great opportunity to do some Q&A. If you guys have questions, obviously now is the time. Now is the time. And I left that camera on. It's going bonkers trying to focus. Ooh, really? How is that a panorama? I don't know, I'm not buying it. I'm not buying it. Okay. Apparently, this is the view from Tokyo Tower. And it says Tokyo Tower Panorama, but it's a very, very cropped in view. I'm not particularly impressed with this, but I do have some stuff that I want to show you that is super, super cool. So let's cut back to this for a second so I can find this. So this one here is called World Cams. So moderators, if you are keeping a list, I don't even know. This one is called World Cams, and it's super neat. I will link this one at the end as well. No worries there. So what I want to do is see if I can't find some of this JNTO 360 content. This stuff is so neat. I'm actually, okay, visit Japan. And like some of these like visit Japan videos are like insanely good too. Like I'm genuinely surprised that, like, I shouldn't be, but I am. I am surprised at just how well they're done. So there's an entire 360 VR playlist, and this is the one that I was telling you guys about earlier that I think is super neat. You can go on a rickshaw in VR. Like, look at this, he's so happy. And Otaru is up in Hokkaido area, and so we get to go on a rickshaw ride around Otaru. And you can like look around it like this, which is just so neat. I have no idea what I've just done. I ruined it. And he gives you the guide too. Hi. Such a nice guy. Okay, that's enough of that. Walk, my friend. Walk, walk. There we go. There's actually, so this building right here that we're facing and looking at, oh no, it's gone. Not this bus. I'm gonna click back. If you ever have the chance to go out to, oh, stop doing that. If you ever have the chance to go out to the area of Otaru, this building right here has one of the most spectacular all-you-can-eat Hokkaido restaurants in Hokkaido. And I highly, highly recommend checking it out. This is a fantastic place to have a nice meal. This spot right here. It's all reversed, so I don't know. We're just swinging away trying to figure it out. So, any thoughts on the Canon M50 as a starter camera? Quick note on the starter camera stuff. Always 100% start by downloading Lightroom app on your phone, whether you have iPhone or Android. Learn how to take pictures, learn how to edit. If you're not willing to edit the photos that you take, getting a DSLR won't really do a whole heck of a lot for you. It might, who knows? This box right here is actually the Canon M50. Here in Japan, it is called the EOS Kiss M. If you are careful with your gear, it is a great little camera. The 4K crop with a zoom lens gives you the ability to zoom in even more if you want to take video. Otherwise, it works well as a camera. The lenses for it are very limited though, unless you get an adapter. That's my thoughts on it. I owned it. I think it's a good camera. So, still trying to get caught up on these here. Rickshaw in the snow. I know. Super, super neat. Has anyone taken JLPT before? I have. It is a very, very long test. You know what? We need a snack. We absolutely... Why is this sealed this... This is sealed, like, inappropriately tight. That's better. Hi Norm, I'm late. That's okay. Welcome to the stream. Are you having food delivered or going out for it? Good question. Oh, I just ripped that right. You know what, we'll party pack it. Boom, done. Those some good chips. Here in Tokyo, I have the luxury of having the supermarkets, Amazon Fresh, all of that be able to deliver. In the past 4 weeks, I have only needed to step outside one time. And that was simply because I needed the vitamin D that my body would produce from stepping out into the sun. I've since developed a very strict regimen of getting out onto the balcony pretty much every single hour. Again, if I missed your question or if I missed a super chat or something, just let me know. How fully featured is the Lightroom app on the phone? Don't you need an Adobe account to get 100% out of the photos? No, you don't. Like, honestly, to do everything that you really need to do with the Lightroom app on all the free stuff works. I don't really do a lot of masking and all of that. I don't really edit very specific parts of the photo that often. More than anything, is to get you used to editing photos. If you're already used to editing photos, if you're already used to editing in RAW, then you're good. Then go out, grab yourself a DSLR, and have a good time. Norm in every stream needs snacks. Yep. A true Canadian opens Pringles can with a hunting knife. It's what we do. There we go. Bex, I missed you. Welcome back. Everyone paying attention to which parts you have. Everyone paying attention to which pants you have when you can. You know what? I saw something the other day on CNN about this guy who did this entire interview with like Good Morning America or something. That's definitely not what it was. And he wasn't wearing pants. He had the suit top and everything on, and he wasn't wearing pants. And he just had like shorts on underneath, and it was like the funniest thing in the world. And I couldn't believe that CNN shared it. It was very humorous. So. How do you focus when it's time to work at your desk? Timers. Timers have saved my life. When I first started working at home, which has now been like, what, 3 years? 2 years? I don't even know. 2 years maybe. When I first started working at home, it was just like phone up and like I wouldn't get anything done. Now, timers for everything. I set myself very specific time slots and I just follow the time slots. Twitch, you are welcome. Streamers have no legs. This is a fact. Any plan to switch to a mirrorless camera? Absolutely not. Not at this time anyway. Mirrorless cameras for me are too flimsy. Like, when I'm shooting, I need to be able to like drop my camera down. I need to be able to pick it up. I need to be able to quickly get that, toss it open and like flip it around and like, I'm not gentle with my gear whatsoever. Like this thing will get shoved in a bag, it'll get pulled out. I'm borderline destructive with my gear. Mirrorless cameras are like flimsy little things that I've got to be super careful with. And to me, like these chips are equivalent to like a mirrorless camera. You're like, oh, broke the camera again. In the very short while that I used the Canon M50, I broke it 3 times. That was the end of mirrorless for me. Joshua has left a quote here, which actually I really like the quote. He said, "Extreme discipline leads to extreme freedom," and I honestly think that discipline equals freedom in my mind. It's played out in my life. The times where I've been the least disciplined is when I've had to work the hardest, and the times where I've been the most disciplined, like the more disciplined creators that you follow, the people who just have their regiments down, like being a successful creator can mean anything from having millions of subscribers to just having a really balanced life, to having just the things that you want to have. And I feel that I, in my mind, have been successful simply because I have the life that I want to have. I can create, I can share with you guys, I can work with different clients when I want to, I can create for places like Yahoo, I can still do client work and make music videos and everything. I get to live in the world of shamisen as much as I want. And I love that. And it's all came from just kind of building a bit of discipline into the life. And it's the times where I've struggled with the discipline the most that I've struggled with everything else the most. Just work-life balance, everything just kind of crumbles and falls apart. So, oh, look at that. We got the like the radio in it. Yeah, it is. But with Norm's soothing voice. Actually, it doesn't really get soothing, Chris, until we switch over to the podcast mic. Once we get over to this microphone here, then things get real soothing. This is the microphone that I use for the TOKYOLENS podcast. We will not be using this tonight. So, if you guys want to see an entertaining start to a live stream, if you haven't seen it yet, over on Chris's Abroad Perspectives channel, is that what it's called? He did a birthday live stream, and the beginning just caught me. The beginning, just the way he started it, it's just like, now that I'm gonna spoil it for you, but there was an explosion involved and everything. It was a good beginning to a live stream, so check it out. And before I miss it, Cheyenne, thank you so much. I don't actually have a question or anything, just showing some love and appreciation since you provided so much entertaining, wonderful content over the last few years. Thank you. I appreciate that. And we will do everything we can to just keep it coming. We're having a good time with it. So that's really all that matters. As long as I'm enjoying it, I'll make videos about anything. I'll make videos about squirrels out there. I'll make a video just called Hello Pigeon, just because Tokyo has a lot of pigeons. Now we're talking. And the secret is balloons. That is the secret. If I had balloons, this live stream would have started as like a shot-for-shot copy of Chris's live stream with the balloons. So now I'm just giving things away. Poe 952. Not much, not worked since March, self-employed. Put it towards your next bottle of whiskey. Thank you. I appreciate that. Why can Chris swear and I can't? I don't know, Iku, but I approved your swear words, so you're good. So, do the pigeon one. I should do a video on the pigeons. And Memorangle, I can't pronounce that. Memorangle, thank you for joining. Thank you for joining. Glad to have you here. So, having just watched Cape Fear, wonderful, wonderful. Lots of aftershocks in Chiba. Yeah, I imagine there probably would be. So, all right. Now, as I chew obnoxiously and knock the stuff over, I want to get back into these 360 videos because some of these are just absolutely spectacular. I've just gone ahead and loaded up myself a whole rickshaw playlist here. Why are they all rickshaw? Is this it here? No. I found this spectacular... Switch over to this camera. I'm over here anyway. I found this spectacular 360 tour of Tokyo Tower. And I was hoping that maybe we'd be able to get into that today. I have no idea where it went. I have no idea. It's just disappeared on me. Tokyo Tower. There we go. Ladies and gents, welcome to Tokyo Tower. Now, admittedly, the movement on this one is a little bit strange. Also, Cheyenne, thank you once again. You can make a documentary about the squirrel family in my walls. It's still waiting for someone to come and fix it. I can't believe you just... It's insanity. All right. So if you've never had the opportunity to be up inside of Tokyo Tower, this is basically what it looks like inside. Again, all of this will be linked down below. The only thing I don't like about this one is every movement is a little bit weird and jittery. Like that. But it gives you a pretty decent feel for what it's like here on the main deck, not the observation deck of Tokyo Tower. Now, honestly, there are a lot of great viewpoints in Tokyo, obviously. I personally prefer viewpoints that you can see Tokyo Tower rather than going to Tokyo Tower itself. By far, topping the list of places to go. If you have not seen any of the content on it, I highly recommend going and checking out the Ebis Garden Place Tower 38th or 39th floor. I did a video with Charla back way in the early days where we went out there. I think it was right before she was meant to move. We were originally going to be doing a helicopter ride and just that kind of fell through. And so we decided to do the 38th and 39th floor of Ebby's Garden Place Tower, where incredibly expensive restaurants have beautifully, beautifully cheap lunches, anywhere from $12 to $20, and you get a view of the entire city, including Tokyo Tower. So I fell behind on comments. Let's Have you seen the Giga Zoom 360 from Tokyo Tower? No, I haven't. I'll have to check that out. Yeah, it's like a street view-esque view. Being a viewer of Maddie H, your collab was awesome. Any plans on doing more collabs with that crew? Not really sure. It depends on when I can get back to Canada next. I'm glad that you enjoyed the collab. For those of you who don't know, buddy Maddie runs a channel that I think he just now calls Maddie. It used to be called Travel Feels. He does a lot of like camera and tech and YouTube stuff. And back in maybe October, I want to say October, we did a video together about the new GoPro. So that was a ton of fun. It was just good to see him back in Canada. You can see it on his channel or the side of it on my channel. I think I did a video called like 1 week in my life in Japan or something like that. So Jonathan is asking, I heard the Roppongi Hills had a rooftop outdoor observation deck, but it was too windy to go up there. Have you had a chance to go up there? I have. I have had a chance to go up there. I genuinely enjoyed it. I think I snuck it in to one of my videos somewhere. Can't remember where. I'm kind of taking a peek through to see if maybe I can find it quickly, but don't think we're going to find it. But yeah, it's a nice observation deck. It's high up. It's high up. And they are very, very strict with their rules. That's something else. Like you can't wear hats. There's all this stuff that you can and cannot do on that observation deck. And they monitor you. You can't have tripods. You can't use selfie sticks. I brought a 360 camera with me because it was on a stick. They were like, nope, no dice. It is a nice view. One of my favorite photos ever of Tokyo Tower was taken from up there. So... Brandon Seed, just a thanks for everything you do. You know, Brandon, thank you. Glad to have you here. Really am. So, I appreciate it. The audio and video are still a little messed up. That's unfortunate. Craig Stewart, it was minus 1 degree Celsius here in Waterloo this morning. Wow. Stay warm. Chris, thank you, TOKYOLENS. We'll have to get some dinner. Stay safe. Well, discovered your channel. Whoa, they keep coming in. I'm trying to keep up. Discovered your channel a few days ago. Never had any specific interest before, and now I am binge watching all of your videos. Seriously considering to come and visit. What have you? I'm glad to hear that. I really, really am. I'm just glad that you can feel like you're kind of traveling with, that we can have this like adventure together. There's everything. There's in-city content. There's out of the city. There's like adventures. We've done road trips. We've done it all. We've had a lot of fun with it. So I'm glad you're enjoying it. Not sure. Yeah, YouTube is also being kind of weird. Also, I genuinely didn't think the stream would survive past an hour, but here we are. So, by the way, for anybody who's just joining in now, we've done a whole tour of everything from Kyoto, the Fushimi Inari Shrine, the distillery, a whole lot more. I'm going to link it all in at the end. So, when this all wraps up, don't forget to leave some comments as well. So... What is your favorite and least favorite thing about, honestly, favorite things that I can just kind of live the life that I want. It's nice. It's nice to be in. Least favorite is sometimes there's just things that I want to go out and get shots of and I can't. But if that's honestly the worst thing that happens to me, other than that, sometimes it's a struggle to get as much sunlight as I'd like to. Just because Tokyo being Tokyo, it can be a bit crowded, so I'm a lot more cautious about going outside at all. So. Isn't it like 2 a.m. in Tokyo? It is 2:27 a.m. in Tokyo right now. I am binge listening to your podcast. Love your road trip videos and collabs. Thanks, Norm, for all your positivity. Well, thank you. Thank you. Also, if you ever do a really good binge watch, just leave me a little trail of comments every now and then. I love to follow along with those. I love following people's binge watches and replying to those. It's kind of like we get to watch it together. Sometimes you'll watch a video that I've just forgotten about, just completely forgotten about, and I can watch it, rewatch it with you. So yeah, I like that. I like that. And YouTube's giving me weird notifications. I'm trying to decrypt this entire thing. Still hoping for a lost 1 hour from Tokyo video once it is allowed, and get a train to somewhere you've never been. Yeah. I've been working on this video concept for some time of just going out and getting lost. It's been far too long since I've just done that. Smartphones have ruined that. I think we can have a lot of fun with it, so. Did you get the Switch yet? No, but I did find Animal Crossing for Nintendo Wii. Does that count? Joanna, go to bed. Shamisen Girls Kiki Tokyo Tower was cool on Shamisen in Tokyo. Thank you. We had a lot of fun making that one, actually. Shamisen Tokyo Tower. Let's see if I can pull this one up. We genuinely just had a spectacular time making this video. Once this ad clears out, maybe if I move over this way, is this the way I want to move? There we go. And I'm learning new things lately. So we're going to go like this. And there we go. So, fun fact about this video right here, we actually recorded this video at something like, I don't know, 4 o'clock in the morning. We went out specifically during a time when we knew there was construction right nearby so that the sound wouldn't carry past the construction. And that was just, yeah, it was a huge amount of love and respect to the Shamisen Girls Kiki for actually going out at 4 o'clock in the morning just to record a music video. So how much sleep do you normally get? I'd say 4 to 5 hours a night is pretty standard. So cup noodle, basically any of that type of food is very hard to find right now. May, thank you so much for sharing Kiki's channel as well. And just put the cameras in those boxes. I don't want to put the cameras in the boxes. I need the cameras. I got to pull them out all the time. So, running out of ice. This might be one of our last drinks of the night, guys. So, groceries. It's changed a lot. It's changed a lot above what it used to be. And right now, I'm not liking this mic. This mic and me, we are having some issues. You know what? I knew this was gonna happen, so I brought this. Let me switch over to this mic just for a second as I change over the other mic. I knew this was gonna be an issue. I was like, this thing's gonna stretch out the shirt, and then I'm not gonna be able to. There we go. I will attach this microphone right here like this. And we should be good. A little hot, but we're good. Oh, got him. A little hot was a bit of an understatement. Okay. Getting back to groceries. I'm kind of picky about what I order, so I put in about 2 orders of about $150 a month, maybe $300 a month, roughly, on groceries. I try to go for a fairly good balance of vegetables, frozen foods, proteins, breads, and all of that stuff. So, but again, I have the luxury of getting it all online here in Tokyo. Looking forward to more cooking with Norm. Thank you. Is there anybody here who didn't see the Cooking with Norm segment? By far one of the more fun segments we've had together. The mic I'm using right now is the Rode Wireless Go. I don't particularly recommend it. They break pretty easily, but then again, everything I own breaks pretty easily. As for the podcast mic, which is this one right here, this is the Sennheiser E945. So, yeah, I think I need to manually adjust the volume of the podcast mic, so it is much, much lower. Sorry about that. I'm done with that. We're good. We're good. We'll just stick with this mic for now. Yeah, OBS, I don't think the issue is with OBS in the sync. I think the issue is actually with YouTube. We already did like a restart and just didn't work. We'll try it one more time. You know what? Just for good measure, we're going to try restarting OBS one more time. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, what we're going to do, just for good measure, is we're going to try and restart OBS one time. It's going to go black for a second, and it'll come right back, and we'll see how it plays out. Are you guys ready for this? You guys ready? Here we go. I'm not liking this mic today. Are we synced? Are we okay now? Okay. Hopefully this works. I'm still adjusting to OBS. I'm like halfway into pouring my drink here. Oh, yay. There we go. Glad we are back up and running. Huh. That was a very quick restart. Yes, I'm getting faster at this. Whew. Perfect sync. Oh dear. I feel like there was still so much more. Also, oh Lord, everything's just going crazy. I kind of feel like this is a good opportunity for us just to jump back into Fushimi Inari as well. Well, hi. So this is actually, for those of you who are just joining in now, this is how our live stream today started, doing a walk through the beautiful Fushimi Inari Shrine of Kyoto. We're going to take a jog through the shrine of Fushimi Inari. I love this place so much. Like, there are a few places in Japan, you know what? I can honestly hang out here all day. Look at this. Wow. Look at this space. Ah, this is so beautifully built. Look at this. So much respect to the guy who put in all the work to make this. Like, this is amazingly made. Wow. Huge respect. Okay. I think this is actually going to be a spectacular opportunity to show you guys one of my favorite spots in all of Japan. I haven't had the chance to show this yet, and I've done something with this video that I can't. Alt F4, that works. Done. And so I want to show you guys one of my favorite spots in all of Japan. Hey Derek, good to see you, man. Everyone is doing well. Dudek there, my mom says hi. My mom and dad are actually essential workers, so it's been kind of tough on them. As you know, they moved up north, but hi Dudek, good to see you. So, okay, here we go. And I'm going to see if I can pull it up on Google Maps. There we go. Norm said he will put all of the links to the virtual tours in the description. Yes, he will. All right. And okay. Now finding the right spot for it. So let me jump in for 2 seconds and say thank both of you for the super chats. First, Jenna, not sure which direction to go there. Thank you very much. I really appreciate that. Chell, I really like this dancing guy. I feel like I want to dance with him all the time. So, I like this. Okay. That was not the right button at all. This is the right button. So this here is one of my favorite spots in all of Japan. Let's zoom out. Let's zoom out and take a peek. So over here we have Matsuyama. We don't need this. Over here we have Matsuyama. I go here quite frequently. The island of Shikoku is an undiscovered gem all of its own. But here, the very top of Kyushu, in Kita Kyushu, there is a castle called Kokura Castle. There's an area simply called Kokura, and if I can find the perfect spot to drop our little guy. It is one of the most spectacularly, the juxtaposition in this area. Oh, there it is, there it is. Oh, we're just a little too close. We're gonna back up, we're gonna go over here. Look at this. Okay, great. Now that that's blocking out the... This is by far one of my favorite scenes in all of Japan. How you've got this beautiful, beautiful castle view over here, juxtaposed against these insanely modern buildings over here. And it's just, the people in this place are just lovely and beautiful and kind and fun and open, heartwarming individuals. Some of my best memories from my first trip to Japan exist right here in Kokura. I'm gonna go to the chat and I'm gonna spell this out. Kokura. Now, I don't know about the rest of you, but for me, that juxtaposition is what makes Japan as amazing as it is. The city streets with the beautiful shrines and temples, or things like this. You get a gorgeous castle juxtaposed against a modern shopping center that looks like something out of Astro Boy. I absolutely love this so much. So and hello. Need to get more Japanese architecture books. Absolutely. The Hamarikyu Gardens in Tokyo they give you a similar feel, absolutely. You can actually take a boat from Asakusa out to the Hamarikyu Gardens. One of the very few chances that my parents were like, sure, you can put us on the channel, was during one of their trips to Japan where we went out to the Hamarikyu Gardens. So Colleen, good to see you. I'm enjoying this time. But unfortunately, all good things must come to... I'm actually really surprised. I decided to really roll the dice today. Today was a huge roll of the dice. I'm trying out all this new equipment so that we can do a slightly fancier live stream. And on top of all of that, I decided to try it out and just see like if my iVideo Wi-Fi router could handle it. I got what I'm assuming is a troll comment over on my iVideo like video saying, oh, I tried it and it was terribly slow. And it bothered me. I was like, can you like send me screenshots or data or like your order number so I can follow up? I don't work with iVideo. Well, they give me free Wi-Fi, but I wanted to know, and so I wanted to see if we could pull off a stream of this quality off of a tiny portable Wi-Fi router, and I think this answers our question right here. And this message thing has been blinking for like weeks, and I have no idea what that is, but yeah, that settles it. Also, I'm beating a dead horse by saying it, but if you can find a cheaper Wi-Fi, then go nuts. It's up to you. Good luck. Felt cocky. I apologize about the cockiness. It's just they're that cheap. Honestly, if you can find some, like I did a whole video of it. If you can find someone cheaper, I encourage you to comment it on that video. I have yet to find anything cheaper or more reliable. Randy Peterson. I want to read this one out because this is a great shame of mine and I want to put it out there. Randy says, have you ever considered making a video or series of videos focusing on wheelchair accessible places to visit in Japan? I've considered it, and I haven't done it. And I want to say that I haven't done it because since I formulated the idea, there were two things that I felt were standing in my way. Number one was my buddy Greg, who runs like a spectacular channel here in Japan. He does a lot of documentary style content. Already really addressed the wheelchair issue incredibly well. His channel is called Life Where I'm From. If you haven't seen it, I recommend you check it out. His documentaries are spectacular. And after seeing how well he covered it, I used that as an excuse to not cover the topic. I was like, it's already been done really well. There's no point in me doing it. It'd be gratuitous at best. Excuse me. And the second thing is then once there had been enough time put between it that I felt that it was okay for me to approach the topic, I simply didn't do it because I used the excuse that, well, Japan's changing. With the Olympics coming, things will be totally different after the Olympics than they are now. I best wait until after the... Like, honestly, both of these are just excuses. I could have done it then. I could have done it pre-Olympic. I could do it post-Olympic. But the simple and honest fact is I just haven't done it because, for me, it's a very personal topic because someone very, very close to me spent a great deal of their life in a wheelchair. And if I cover it, I am making this fake rule inside of myself that it needs to be covered perfectly. It can't have any inaccuracies. It's got to have all the research. It's got to be scripted. And I end up just putting, as soon as you put too much pressure on yourself as a content creator, you create more stress than you do enjoyment, and then it's impossible to create something. And I know I've been going on about this for quite a while, but it's something that I said when I first started the channel that I'm going to do a video on this, and then I never, ever did it. And these are the reasons why. And I hope that I can get to the point where I can just freely do it. And who knows, maybe within the next year or two that time will come. Helps that I got this out there though, so thank you for asking the question. I appreciate that. Chips to you. Colleen, thank you for this virtual experience. Can't think of anything clever to say. I'm like this. Colleen, that's totally fine. Always happy to have you here. No. Yep, say hi. Love life where I'm from. He's good, right? Looking forward to all of your upcoming podcast series. The podcast has been so much fun that I can't even put it into words. We've genuinely had such a great time with the podcast. Like, I just absolutely love it. Like, every single guest so the goal, so that you know, this, what is it called? The at-home show. We have sat down with the goal of recording each episode within an hour, including the little promo clips and stuff like that. Every single episode has gotten carried away. Today's episode. Today I sat down and recorded an episode with some creators in Japan that I'm sure every single person watching this live stream will know. And it was such a fun episode. We had such a good time. We sidebarred more than anything else, but we had a truly, truly great time. So, I am... Sorry, that was loud. I'm eating potato chips, kind of Pringle-esque potato chips, and I'm drinking a mixture of whiskey and Coke. And Randy... So, Randy, a large part of the reason that I try to do this channel as a place for people to live vicariously is not just for the people who can never come, but also for family members that I thought would never be able to come to Japan. And that's a really big part of it for me. So I have a lot of respect for your situation, and if I ever get the personal courage to approach a topic that heavy, and honestly, if I do it, it needs to be done properly. And again, a life where I'm from, Greg did such a great job on putting that together. I just, who knows? Maybe I'll sit down with him and be like, hey, you know, I really liked your video. Would you like to teamwork a video with me? He's good like that. So. Frames be dropping. Are we dropping frames? It's saying 0 dropped frames so far. Norm, please do a video with Charlotte. Oh, we miss Charlotte. Japanese whiskey, yes. These coasters, oof. These coasters were actually cut, are dripping. It's okay. I come prepared. These coasters were actually custom made for me out of shamisen wood. These coasters are made out of the exact same wood as my original shamisen and were custom made, so. Thank you for saying this. I've been struggling to write a book because it's about something so close to my heart that I want everything to be 100% correct. Honestly, yeah, you're right. I think you and me both, we need to just take the action, make it, and if it's not great, then just fix what's not great about it. Yeah, it's, thank you. Thanks for the live stream. Really wanted to go in this spring, but I had to cancel for obvious reasons. I am sorry to hear that. I do the old CDs for coasters things. It's really important to have accuracy. Dudek, I see that you're coming eventually. I know you're coming eventually because you have a ticket booked. I'm assuming you still haven't been refunded. And this is just getting sweaty. I'm assuming that you still have that flight just for a later date. We will have a good time. We'll have a good time when you get here. So, are the coasters from the same place as your desk? And you better bring the hacky sacks, Derek. You better bring the hacky sacks. Okay. It is 2:55 in the morning. I planned on doing this live stream for about an hour and then wrapping it up, and then it just turned into a chat session of us hanging out and having a good time. And I really appreciate every single one of you who's taken the time to sit down and join, all the questions, all the super chats, everything. But if I don't get to sleep before the sun comes up and before the crows start going, I'm just not going to go to bed. As soon as the light comes in that window, it's a fresh new day for me. And that's it. I stay up. So thank you all so much. I'm going to read through a couple of these. He's struggling with learning Japanese, though, in life where I'm from. Greg hasn't, I can't even begin to put into words the busyness of Greg's life. So, are you still playing the shamisen every single day? I miss Japan. Japan definitely misses you. My trip to Japan was way too short. Oh boy, wow. Comments coming in. Thanks for being a vital resource. You're very welcome. Thank you for watching. Photo Deviant, I've been enjoying the At Home Show podcast. I'm glad you've been watching it. And oh boy, I'm just trying to keep up with it. This is just going. So, this has been fun. Time kill, excellent. please do a tour video on Nabano no Sata Illumination Park in Nagoya. If I'm ever out in Nagoya, maybe we'll be able to touch on it. Was supposed to coming into Japan with the family is April, but I had to rebook for next April. Problem is that having the extra year. Yeah. Yeah. Having the extra time definitely adds more stuff to the list. Good night, buddy. It was nice to see you. Stay healthy and stay safe. Thank you, Derek. And Randy Peterson, your content's been great. Love it all. Plan on going there eventually. Thank you. Thank you very much. Also, I always encourage everybody. Always encourage. If you are coming, definitely hit me up. I'm very active on both Twitter and Instagram. Love hanging out on there. So definitely come and hang out with me. And send me tweets when you're here. Tag me and stuff. Let me know. Who knows? Maybe I'm in the same spot. So. Okay. More tapes from your original trip to Japan, please. I'm going to do one more episode of that. I still have 8 more tapes. Out of the 12, I still have 8 more tapes from my very first trip to Japan. I'm going to do one more public episode of that, and then the rest of those are going to go to Patreon. They're impossible to title and thumbnail those videos. They're just impossible, and only a very select few people want to watch them anyway. They're more for me than anything else. So thank you so much for having interest in them. I appreciate it. So I hope that, yes, it is definitely, it is it is 3 a.m. here. Trace, it is 3 a.m. So thank you guys so much. Cheers. I hope each and every one of you has a spectacular day. If you're looking for more content, go hang out, check out the at-home show, or go check out basically anything that's in my personal favorites playlist. Like I like all of those videos, so have a good time with those. I'm going to put everything that we covered today in the comments section of this video. When this all wraps up, do be sure to leave some comments for me on the actual remaining video itself. Thank you guys again so much for joining. It's been a great time. We should do it again soon. If you want to, I don't know, leave me a comment. If you want us to do this again soon, we can do it again soon. Just leave it in the comment section below. Thank you guys, and I will see you again real soon. Who actually believes that I'm gone? Did everybody buy it, or some of you know I'm still here, just hanging out right here? Okay, I'm really gonna go this like for real. This is YouTube. We're gonna wrap it up, and I'll see you guys later.